Come join me Saturday, June 25th at the Knitting Tree in Los Angeles for a full day dye workshop. And we learn pretty much every technique on the market. You're going to learn how to kettle dye. You're going to learn how to do direct application for forced pooling. You're going to learn all the details on how to speckle and change the margin and diameter of your speckle and how to choose a good dye for speckling. Then we get to hand paint a pre-knit blank for ombres, and if there's enough time at the end of class, we'll even thicken our dye and print a stencil over the top of it. My favorite technique that we learn is reverse speckling, where we tie resists on the yarn and over dye the resists, which gives this effect. And you also get my own handmade die cards. These come with every class. So it's 7 different brands of dye. I bought every color, I dyed it, photographed it, light balanced, edited, and then laminated for you to take home. And this will allow you to buy the dye colors you want from the specific dye brands you like. So there's Dharma, there's Jacquard, Prochem, Aljo. I will also have new cards that I'm working on right now for Saber Set and Dharma Set. And then at the end, a little bit about color theory for dyeing. And then on the back of that, all of my personal ratios. And then we have a technique picker that shows all the different techniques we're going to learn and what projects they work up best in. This is a full day workshop from 9 to 5, and it will give you the absolute start that you need to make any type of yarn you want at home. I think there's a lot of benefits to the class, but the 2 main components that I think are most critical and what you're really going to learn is how to reverse engineer the colorway and the dye application style that you choose to work for the pattern that you're dyeing for. Because we've all made really beautiful yarn, or we've all bought really beautiful yarn, and it didn't look good in a sock, and it didn't look good in a shawl, and it didn't look good in the sweater. So learning how to tailor the way you dye to work up within the pattern that you're dyeing for is number 1. And number 2, taking this class will probably change how you buy yarn permanently, because once you know exactly how each step is done and how to do it, it sort of kills the stash hoarding vibe, and you end up only buying the yarn that you really have no idea how they did it, and it's so well composed and you have no clue what specific combination of colors and techniques they use to get there. Because semi-solid tonals, light speckling, solid shade, you're going to be able to do all of that at home with a minimal number of tools. You need a hot plate, your stove, a kettle, or a pot, and like $5 worth of dye will get you, 14 skeins dyed to a medium depth of shade. So it's going to be very fun to sort of see how the sausage is made, so to speak. The link to purchase a class spot is in the description, but if you're interested in doing this but you don't have the finances to, no worries. In the description, I'm also going to link my top 5 dye videos for all the techniques that we're going to learn so that you can do them at home. I understand with COVID, people can't travel. $350 is a lot, despite the fact that you get a lot with class. So hope to see you there.